which is mandated by the assemblies to do so. My ministry does not sign any contract with the private service providers. It's the assembly. So it's assembly who's supposed to ensure that the waste is collected on time, the refuse is emptied on time. All these things are not being done. That's why we see a lot of garbages overflowing around the sites. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I had the opportunity to tour some parts of Accra, went to Nima, went to Abubloshi. And what I saw was an eyesore. But the point is, the private service providers do not collect the bins on time, and that has created a lot of problems for us. I advise the assembly to look at their bylaws again and see how best they can surcharge the private providers if they don't collect the refuse on time. Secondly, with the waste bins, my ministry intervened and we supported the district assemblies or the MFDAs with some waste bins. That's why these days, maybe probably you don't see enough around our corners. But once we launch, we are launching the World Cleanup Day and want to launch a comprehensive campaign on sanitation. We are also going to see how best we can continue to support the assemblies to mount waste bins along our roads and at the bus terminals, and wherever they need one, we have to provide one. But I must say that we've done well. We've supported the assemblies, we've intervened, we've given them compact trucks, we've given them waste bins, we've supported them along the way, and we are going to continue to support them because they are major stakeholders and we cannot run this sanitation campaign alone. I think my lady asked a question on the campaign. Yes, we want to roll out a comprehensive campaign on sanitation. And very soon, the next 2-3 weeks, we'll call you back to launch the campaign. And we're going to focus our attention on cleanliness and hygiene. That's why we are coming up with some slogans like this is our Subai, change your attitude, and let's make Ghana clean. Chale, young people, young boys, chale, make we clean Ghana. Let's make Ghana clean. Let's make Ghana a cleaner environment for all of us. So yes, we're going to put up a comprehensive campaign. We're going to do a lot of social media campaign. We're going to put up some billboards. We're going to mount pull-ups in almost all our sector ministries and agencies and institutions across this country. We want everybody to understand the impacts of insanitary conditions and the health implications associated with it. It's not a matter of the government looking for funding or looking for money to desilt gutters or dredge or door. It's about you and I. It's about our health. So it's about time that we take up the campaign and all hands on deck. I believe we'll be able to change the narrative and change our attitude. Hygiene is very, very important and we need to do something about it. The landfill site, the ministry and for that matter, government is partnering with the private sector to put up recycling plants, the ARICO plants. We want to put up one in every region. And currently, as I speak with you, we've been able to do 8 regions. The other 8 regions are under construction. The other 8 have been, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have already been commissioned and they've started operation. So we are not trying to, do away with the landfill site, but we want to do a lot of education, a lot of advocacy to ensure that we can recover some of these wastes and convert them into other things. We can do a lot of recycling. A lot of countries are converting waste to energy. They are converting waste to so many other things. Why do we lump our waste up, especially in our communities, in our households? There's nothing like segregation. We don't put plastics in one. We don't put paper in one. We don't put other refuse in one. We lump everything together. But when we went to Abubloshi 2 days ago, I was surprised to see a lot of people hovering around the huge waste and trying to do some segregation, do some recycling, even at Abubloshi. So at our levels, we should learn to segregate our garbage. We should imbibe this kind of discipline in our young people, especially the school children, so that they will grow to become good leaders of this country. Have I answered all your questions? You spoke about performance of the contractors. Yes, we don't sign contracts with the private service providers. Normally, it's the assemblies, the MMGs, the local government ministry, with that, so they sign the contract with the private service holders. But what I've come to realize is the tricycle collectors. They are even making the work of cleaning an environment, the collection garbage and the sorting and all that very difficult for all of us. I've just been told that sometimes they collect these garbages from our households and they look left and right and start dumping them in our gutters or start dumping them in an unauthorized and illegal sites. So the ministry, we will come up with a regulator. We are looking at the sanitation authority, which will regulate some of these issues at the district assembly level to ensure that the tricycle holders and even the service providers do the right thing at the right time. Because we don't have the regulator, it's difficult to regulate some of these issues. And I believe that if we're able to set up the authority, it will go a long way to help us and regulate some of these things. So I also want to advise that all of us, like Honorable Minister said, we should take part in the cleanup exercise. It's not just about Honorable Fati cleaning her frontage. It's about you. It's about your health. It's about your children. It's about your environment. It's about making all of us happy. At the end of the day, if you have a cleaner environment and if you don't fall sick, you would not be looking for money or NHIA to go to the hospital. You can prevent a lot of diseases like dysentery, like cholera, like typhoid, and all that when we clean an environment. Honorable Henry started Operation Clean Your Frontage. Unfortunately, I don't really see people doing it these days. When we launch the comprehensive campaign on sanitation, then we dedicate a day out of the month to ensure that every last Saturday of the month or every first Saturday of the month, we all come out to clean our environment. There was another video which has gone viral. I don't know if you can show it. I want to place on record that that video, which is circulating all over the place, has gone viral. That is not the true state of Ayawaso or Nima as it is now. This was a video taken in, I think, in 2015 or 2016. And anytime the rain falls, anytime it rains, people start showing this kind of video around and they start pointing fingers at the Ministry of Sanitation, the RCC, and the local government ministry. This particular place has been taken care of. And when you go there, that you realize that we have collected all the garbage, we have cleaned the place, we have done everything possible to make the walkway a nice place for the people of around Nima to use. So this is not what is pertaining now at the place where it is now. So we want to sound a word of caution to our young people, especially. This is not a time to do propaganda with our health. So this is not true, and we don't expect anyone to continue circulating this video. We will hand this video over with a voiceover to the appropriate quarters to set precedent, because we want to go to the bottom of this. It's going all over. People have posted it all over from across the country and outside the country to me that this is the state that we Ghanaians are painting our beautiful country to the outside world, and this must stop. So if you are seeing this video, if you've seen it on platforms, this is not the true state of Nima and Ayawaso as it stands now. Thank you. Is there any question? I hope I've answered all the questions.